I think it's an adventure. Of course, it has its ups and downs. I'm able to like create jobs to people. I'm able to provide a service that people need. Hi, my name is Amota the Peculiar.
My name is Jusa Ojiakusa Ariwan Atiku.
My name is Sarah Kassim.
And I'm a woman in business.
It's a common agreement that women do a lot of background work. We do a lot. So what do you think is I mean, it could be the same thing she just said, but what do you also think is another thing that could be causing the thing where it's more intangible successes than tangible?
You need support. And support comes from different places. It could be from home, it could be from your place of work, those kinds of things. One of the things that helped my business a lot, or helped me personally, is parental support. Oh, my father used to carry my business on his head.
Oh, that is amazing.
There was a time where we were still like in our struggling phase, and I had to take care of deliveries and those kinds of things. So I feel like that really helped. My mom understood that this is the stage that right now. Basically, right now in my business, almost everybody is involved one way or another. So I feel like if there's the right amount of support, it's a lot easier for women to thrive. If you marry somebody that understands and is not exactly, I won't say put up, but challenged by your success. Please go and get what you want to get. That is it. So I feel like if the support is there, if I really don't want to bring the whole gender war into it because I don't think it's necessary. I mean, I do understand that these issues exist. But let's do that and just focus on the work. I know that a lot of women are strong. I've seen really strong women in business that are willing to, fight for it. I'll give you an example. One of the places where I clear my goods. Some of them know me on social media. So I know that sometimes when I come to clear my goods, the admirers will want to charge me higher because they know me and because they feel like I'm a woman. And they can just, But me too, I have coconut hair.
Let's go.
So if my dad is not around, I know that people in the market or people around that area will be like, leave this girl.
Oh, that's nice.
So I feel like that support is so important.
It's important.
Very, very important. I think we're together in this thing. Like whoever it is that you live with or you're building your life with, or our people around you to just support, both friends, both just support. I think that's.
I feel like it's also important to have good structure in your business because structure is everything to me. One of my friends calls me a structure madam because I just feel like if you don't have structure in your business, I just do rubbish. Because for me, I want to do I don't mean to be tribalistic or anything, but you know how they say that Igbo people, they pass on their business to their sons and like you see okay and sons, they make and sons. I want to have a business that will be like, Ajala store and sons or Ajala store and daughters. So I'm building my business in a way that my child or my children, when they get to a certain age, you come and learn business. So even if it's to be packing order, even if it's to be doing Instagram, I mean, tomorrow we're not all going to be here forever. And we want to also make sure that she said old money before. The old money does not start from it's now that it's going to start from. So if you start building the right structure, putting things in place and making sure that we are building, yes, we are women, we are providing for our families, but doesn't mean that we cannot provide the right structure in our business. So I think it still boils down to support, like both of them have said, and also building the right structure. That's it for me,
Amazing. We've talked about how we went deep a lot inside, and it's not because of carelessness or lack of discipline, is that they need to take care of family and stuff. So I just wanted to ask, how do you ensure business discipline in your business? Basically like it's part of also the structure conversation. How do you ensure that your profit is your profit? How do you ensure that you're building for growth? If it's also, you want to say a bit of advice to other women, that would be great. But how would you advise another woman now start business to be able to do things that will ensure that business does not die, that you can pass it on to your children, like you said? I think I'll tell you quickly.
I feel like one of the things that helped me was being able to separate myself from my business. My business is an entity on its own. And I'm a person on my own. Now, I pay myself salary. I pay my staff. Just like how I pay my staff salary,
you pay yourself. Okay.
I don't care the needs. Of course, I plan. So if I want to get a couple of clothes this month, I can plan it from last month. So I know that this money is for this month. Nothing is going to. I also feel like because we are a lot more in tune with our emotions, we can't really tell sometimes when it seeps into our business. And I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but it can be a bad thing if we're not careful. Yeah. Like if you're let me say successful, successful woman, or you're a thriving woman, you might begin to see billings that are not necessary because they feel like, oh, she understand. Like let's say your siblings or your mother-in-law or your, somebody somewhere will be like, oh, see you. My daughter has not gone to school.
You are in business, you are making money.
But like there should be structure, like she said. It's a business. I think of what Bumpa is doing. You can track how much you've made, how many customers you've had, those kinds of things. At the end of the year, they give you like this whole metric they used to determine. When you check the metric at the end of the year, when you check what you have invested and check what you have, you can see on the asset. Have you messed up?
So one of the people that I really like, I'm not calling her a mentor, she's an inspiration. Her name is Sarah Blakely. She's the founder of Spans Retailer. And there's something that she always says that sometimes because you don't, and I'm paraphrasing, it's a quote that she has, and she always says something that she doesn't believe that for you to run a successful business, you should go to business school or you should be taught the business of that thing. She doesn't believe in it.
Okay.
Because she never went to business school and that business is $1 billion.
Yes, absolutely. We all know,
so that's why I said my own context. So until I read her book and met her, I'm like, I would have always had that impression that you have to go to.
Okay.
She always says that sometimes because she feels like she can attribute her success, why she was successful to the fact that there was nothing saying, oh, do it like this, do it like this. That because she didn't know how to
she didn't, then she knew how to do it.
Exactly.
From not knowing how to do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
From not knowing how to do something, she was able to succeed because nothing like,
nothing's holding her back. Don't do this. That's the
own way.
Exactly. So my own advice would be always understand the context that you're in. If you can afford to go to a business school, you can afford to please do that because it will save you. But also, like Sarah Blakely will always say that she doesn't believe in that. If right now you cannot afford to go to a business school, you cannot afford to buy it, you cannot afford to do it, start with what it is that you have. Be open-minded. When you already see that you're already on a particular stage, then start learning, and that's how it just really helped her.
I did not go to like maybe a foundation or anything, but then I remember a time when I needed to put certain structure in my business, and then I purchased like an online course from a structure coach on Instagram.
Okay.
And at the time, I was like, this is going to be worth it. But honestly, it was worth it. I bought like 2 other courses from that same person because I believe in like improving. I also try to once in a while bring in like an accountant, like an auditor to say, okay, check my books, where am I missing? And even as a business owner, just like she said, that paying myself a salary, I pay myself a salary. And when I feel like, I don't have money, I'll just go and check. So there's a book I bought one time, an ebook on how to pay yourself as a business owner, as a salary, and also have drawings. So in my business, at the start of the year, I was okay, this is going to be my drawings for this year, or maybe an allowance that I'm entitled to. So if maybe there's no money on ground, I'm just gonna take a bit of it from my drawings. But I can't go and say I'll take everything because when you have money and business money, especially if you're like a sole proprietor, it's very tempting. Let me just take it now. But I don't know, for me, it's just always in my subconscious that I feel like, my accountant will come and tell me now, ma, what's this money for? So I always have that in my head. Not come and asking me what's this money for. Let me just day by day. I wanted that always tell myself that if I was earning, like maybe when I was doing 9 to 5, I was earning salary. If my salary finished, maybe that's finished now.
As a woman, what's like your pioneer goal for your brand? Not you personally as a woman now, but for your business.
I feel like for everyone who knows me, you definitely don't know that my dream is to be Africa's largest retailer. That's the vision. You ask me, do you know how you get there? I might not necessarily know how that goes, but I know that vision is very clear, very, very, very clear. That's the vision for Sarah Kasim, Africa's largest retailer. One of the reasons why I like to say Africa's largest retailer is now there's a company that is standing side by side with its counterparts in the world, but out of Africa.
Out of Africa. Interesting. Do you think that Bumpa can support you in your dreams?
Yes. And I'm going to give more context.
Okay.
And one of the things I always tell people that I like Bumpa, it's not just because Bumpa is very simple. And as much as it's simple, it's even very extensive. So with Bumpa, there's so many features that will help your business grow. And I'll give an example. So when we launched and when Bumper was launched, one thing that we see is different tier of business that Bumper is entering into. So we have the starter, their businesses, pro, and then now we just launched the growth plan. So, for example, somebody like myself, Choptadi on this, so by saying one of the things that I can hear is the goal for our business, which is transcending us. Now, with the growth plan, if no matter where it is in the world that you are, let's say we start with this, who's saying she wants to take over Nigeria. Imagine her having 36 stores in 36 states in Nigeria plus FCT, that's 7. And she's using a Bumper growth plan. So it means that there's no way that this all will be in the world that she cannot specifically know what is going on in each store of with her Bumper, and that's what Bumper provides, even for us as business owners. So she can just go on a dashboard and say, "Oh, what's going on in my Oreo store? What's going on in my Uyo store? What's going on in my Port store?" And that's growth, because when Jesus started, when I started, it's just one store, and Bumper has grown. We said, "Oh, there's now a growth plan," and it means that with this growth plan, even if you have 100 stores, link all of them to Bumper. And what is so beautiful is that they are speaking to each other. So, for example, you're saying that this one is finished here. There's a tool or a feature that's saying it's finished here, but you can actually buy from this store here, and relating everything for you. And you can even see like an overview of the dashboard on what your analytics is like, and that's growth, because it means that if I want to buy, Shoptadi wants to buy the next skincare, or probably someone wants to buy the next game, she can say, "Oh, this one, it took 7 months for this to sell out." Bumper is telling you, I don't think, even if they're not telling you in text, I'm not telling you it took 7 months to sell out, and then let's say simple tips. Are you sure? Directly, your mom will not tell you, tell you. Are you sure you need to get that? And that's what the analytics does for you. So you're looking at it in 7 months, and then there's one product that in less than 2 weeks always says sold out. So you see that this analytics are speaking to you to say, make sure you're not buying that one. Buy this one, like sell it out, and that's good. Before you know it, you sell that one, you're selling out again, you're opening another store. So for me, I would say definitely yes, because I can see that Bumper is really expanding, really expansive. As much as business is growing, Bumper is also feeling really expansive. Okay,
it's good to know that we can feature in your dreams. So I don't know, particularly you were in law school and you're done.
Yes, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, she's a lawyer. When she was in law school, she was using Bumper. And it always, I hope you don't mind me sharing. It always, it was something that always tickled me. This is someone in one of the craziest pressure pots you can be in. And she's running a business, And now she's done. And she's still with us, which is amazing for me to also know. But do you think, first of all, do you currently feel supported by Bumper? Then do you also think that we can also grow? Even with what we have, we can also grow to support the dreams that you have.
I think that what you guys are doing is noble. We are in a country where, product sells, but when it comes to customer service, there's some, it's either you are dragging somebody for refund, or they are not answering you on time, or there's just something. Yeah. So I feel like one thing that stands out to you guys is the fact that people listen. When you see a brand that is not just particular but committed to your growth, it's applaudable. And this is not PR. Yeah. I feel like people know me. If I have a company, but I feel like it's a noble thing what you guys are doing. I remember when I started, I didn't really have a lot of structure. I was just trying to make money. I didn't really come for much, so you just want to make money. And I know that after a while, it was necessary for me to automate my sales. I couldn't be answering DMs all the time. Because because we are emotional beings as women, there are times when somebody will send you one kind of DM and you want to be like, if you try me, I will show you that I can be. The love of God constrains me. But yeah, and then Bumper came with the whole website thing, how to automate sales. And I know I started. At first I tried to get the hang of the app, and it was quite easy. Honestly, it was. And for the most part, it helped. I was able to automate my sales. There's also this professional. I have a website. I don't take WhatsApp DMs. I have a website. I want to order, go to the website. So I think both in aesthetics and functionality, when I make a complaint about what I want, or what I feel should be changed, you guys make an effort to do it. And I think that is really good. I think that is You can see, I mean, I can see you people try. Yes, that is, trust me. I feel like, anybody that's starting a business in Nigeria and want to make a name for themselves, I think Bumpa is the starting point. And I assure you, if you stick to them long enough, then you could show that only now. Yeah. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, I like that pitch. I remember when so there's the corporate version of things, then there's the human side. Like there are people behind the brand that you see. When you saw it 10K, 10K orders, you were like, right, like there are different points in a startup. Like we're like, oh, I'm doing something right. But when someone that joined you, it's 10K using your on our platform, we're like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And when she opened another store in Lagos, I remember my boss was so excited. Like, you said that was the business. Like, no, when we know the store she had before, now she's opening a new one. And interesting, I was at that store opening, and there was something very interesting about staff. They were, maybe they were, but I didn't see that. What I saw, they were not trying to get people to do things. They were asking, because I bought something there, they were asking me, oh, what's your name? They were already recording it on Bumpa, straight up. They were not typing nothing. They were not even stressing the customer, they're just like typing everything on Bumpa, and then they're recording the order, and that's it. And I was like, oh, what's me? I don't even teach the customer to do, because I do it themselves. So, it's amazing that I can even have that layer of context. But so first of all, is just to ask if you feel supported by the brand, also, where you want to get to, do you think that we can also be there with you? Can we also feature in that future? That's a little rhyme. Yeah, what is it? Can we possibly feature in that future? Yeah.
So if Bumpa wants to feature in my future, give me money. But jokes aside, yes, I think the Bumpa can. For the longest time, let's just say I have I built a relationship with Bumpa, from the founder to like every other person, and I always tell them of blessed souls, because I feel like Bumpa has so much potential, and that's why if you ask like Kelvin, who is their founder, I always disturb him. I'm like, Kelvin, you need to do this thing, because I feel like if you think that you have 1,000 businesses, you can get to 10,000 businesses. So I always disturb that. Let's do this thing. Like I always talk to them like, oh, if I see like maybe a software or something doing something like this, then Bumpa can do it too. If XYZ company is in America, then why can't we do our own Nigerian version here and still do it and still, make it? Because if I look at myself, the Bumpa I started with, it wasn't even Bumpa then. If you know the real story, I don't want to say the real story, but it was not Bumpa before. We had another name back then.
Yeah.
So when we changed name, I've changed plan. That time there was just free plan. All these aesthetics they are doing now, it was not there before. And we have also grown. I've just come to see the growth of the company. And for me, for example, someone who believes in, aside business, having like a personal touch with the brand. So if you have certain merchants or certain people that okay, this person is an old customer, you try to like feel among. I don't know how to, so for me, for my business, for example, if like an old customer or a customer who is like a regular customer in my business, maybe has a business, I might not need that but I'll buy from you just because I feel like, oh, this person is this, so it's like supporting each other. Or maybe somebody needs recommendation. I know if I do that thing, I can be like, now if I bring it back to Bumpa, just like she was saying, for saying that when I open my store, I moved to another store, so I'm not that one again. So, and then Bumpa came and it just made me feel like, oh, these people knew that this our merchant is opening store. They didn't have to come. It was not necessary for them to come, but the fact that they came and they were there, even when I got married, Bumpa came. I'm like, oh,
that's true. Yes.
And I was like, well, it made me feel very happy that, oh, to even add to it, when I had a baby, they came to come and visit me. So it just shows that they're not just thinking about only business, they're also thinking about the emotional side and just that touch. So to me, it's like, it's just not just business for them. It's also like, oh, they are part of you. And now if you take it back to business, they're always there. If I have any complaint, I'll call this. So I feel like if I bring it that, oh, I want to move to my future. Now there's a new plan on Bumpa that they've been disturbing me now that I go and check out. I've not had time to check it out. I'm going to check it out after this recording. And that plan is supposed to help out if you want to expand. Like, you have multi-stores and you want to be able to see your inventory, because that's one struggle like I currently have. I want to be able to see Abuja. I want to see Abuja. I want to see how much mainland is making. I want to see how much so that as a business owner I can control these people here, do they deserve bonus or not? Or this one, do I need to buy this? Just like what Sarah was saying, that maybe this thing took me 6 months to sell out. I'm not going to buy it again. So let's not talk too much, but yes, you're going to future in my future.